everyone. Welcome to PPR podcast number 64. It's brought to you by Renovation Realty. My name is Paul. To my right is Bert. And Bert, why don't you introduce our special guest?
Why don't you actually?
No,
Come on.
I think you should introduce our guest.
Kelii, Pietila, Wiggs, defense tackle.
Pietila Wiggs.
East Lake High School. I'm going to let you call him
Keeks.
Keeks.
Keeks. K-E-K-S.
Keeks, you know what, my first question off the bat is with your name, you got somewhere that came from? Because he was expecting to see like Don Ho come up here, this Hawaiian. Where does the name come from?
What my parents told me is that, I don't know if you guys know the famous surfer Kelii Slater.
Sure.
But yeah, they wanted to name me Kelly, but I already have an aunt Kelly, so they did Kelii, and it means Kelii. It means prince in Hawaiian.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Let's hear you say it again. Say it.
Kelii. Keeks.
No, I want you to say the whole name. For old time's sake.
I don't want to do it.
All right, I'll let you go. Keeks, you had a big weekend.
Just how many times did I butcher your brother's name in the course of his career, do you think?
I'd say around what you said, probably like 20, 25.
Pietila Wiggs is the last name.
Nice.
Pietila Wiggs.
Yes, you are. You're correct.
All right. I apologize, but you know what? I feel like I'm part of the family now because you guys were so gracious about it, and your dad was so cool, and because a lot of people aren't. I struggle with names. I'm from the Midwest. Everybody's there is Vander Jones.
Well, the dad is the Wiggs part, so that's easy to pronounce. So
yeah.
He's got that one right.
Anyhow, it's appreciated that you guys always took it good-naturedly, and I feel very close to your family, and I want to thank you for that as we get going here.
Yeah, of course.
Keeks, tell us something. You had a pretty big weekend. You're a homecoming king. You guys won the boot off Bonita Vista. Your dad had a party, which I couldn't go to because Paul made me go to the UC game.
All right.
Well, I'm sorry. So how big? That was a big weekend, huh?
Yeah, it was a huge weekend. Super exciting. One of the best weeks just being on homecoming court and everything. One of the best weeks of my life, and then rounding it all up with the win was just perfect. Made the weekend perfect.
Were you homecoming king?
I was on the court. I did not win king.
So I wasn't even. I was like one of the court gesture. I was never even close. So what does it mean? I know you get picked, and when you're picked as the king. What is that? It's a show of respect from your classmates, right? That you're
the hottest guy in school. That's what it means.
No, yeah. I guess it's. I mean, it's just like, yeah, a show of respect is a good way to put it.
And do you have any duties? Do you have to knight anybody? Or how does it work?
I wish that'd be cool, but no duties.
So you don't have a signature dance that you have to do in front of everybody or anything?
No, I should probably make one though.
You know, it's where I went to an all-boys school and I was on the homecoming court. Don't even tell me what that meant. I don't even know.
Yeah, well, you know what? So it would explain a lot.
It would.
So then let's talk about the football season because East Lake has been a perennial South Bay powerhouse since I've been around. But now it seems Mater Dei is stealing all your thunder. And talk a little bit about, is there a shift of power going on in the South Bay in your view?
I mean, we have a lot of years to come. I feel like we're gonna have some good teams. This year, you can see in the record we've been struggling, but I feel like we're kind of getting back on track, and we have a lot of young guys. So I don't think it'll be very long that Mater Dei is, keeping that title of King of South Bay. So we'll see.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody else gets the benefit of the doubt. Cathedral played this brutal out of town schedule. Mater Dei did. I mean, you guys played Freedom, Apple Valley, some other teams. I mean, the one I look at is, Poway's inching towards being in the Open, and it was like 14-6. You guys lost to them by nothing.
Yeah, it was a close game.
What do you think of Connor Rath?
Oh, he's tanked. He just keeps on running. I don't know.
Is he, in your view, worthy of the prestigious Silver Pigskin podium as one of the 5 best players in the county?
I mean, definitely running backs. Rod, though, he's a good guy. He's a good player. But, yeah, I don't know.
So I want to talk, because we had, talking about these guys, we had Clark Moses on here a while ago, and you played on the East Lake Panthers with that group of, Dom was on there, Parker, God, I forget who else. Glanz was on there. Trey was
All
on
the guys
there.
from Helix. I mean,
Yeah, Aiden.
Snyder.
And you played with them since I want to say since Flag, right? Since you're like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
What is that weird to you that you play with all those guys and then they all seem dispersed and it seems like every game you play you knew somebody from youth football in the whole schedule?
I wouldn't say weird, but I describe it more as just cool because I've seen them grow up. I've grown up with them, and it's just fun to see them succeed, and it's exciting. Honestly, I'm really excited to see them play the next level for sure.
if you guys all went to the same high school, if you could agree on that, that's one hell of a team, would it not be?
Yeah, that would have been one of the better high school teams for sure.
in history, probably.
The king is a king of understatement there.
Yeah. So being the king, do you get your own office now at the school? What is that?
Yeah, I mean,
It has its advantages.
I'm doing pretty. This chair's pretty comfy.
So I would answer, your mom is an assistant principal at your high school. I couldn't even imagine going to high school and my mom being an assistant principal.
Is that
good or bad?
is it good or bad?
No, I like it because I just get to. I mean, it's hot out here, so I just come in here and I'll just chill. It's nice and cool in here. Yeah.
But you
I don't
can't get
mind
away
it.
with anything.
But I mean, you have to be held to a much higher standard as far as conduct is concerned, are you not?
I'm a pretty good kid, so I keep myself in check. Never really, yeah, but definitely can't get away with much.
Well, just because I want to get the tough stuff out of the way early, your brother passed away, and I'm sure that wound hasn't even begun to heal. But did you guys, the way the community rallied around your family, that had to be special. As far, I mean, you don't want tragedy to see that, but the fact that you did see it, the remembrance and everything, and that packed wall-to-wall people. Can you speak to that a little bit?
I think it's the main factor that got us to the point we are and how well we're doing. I think if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be so comfortable with everything. And I don't even know if I'd be able to answer that question if we didn't have the support we had.
Yeah, I live down there. It's been incredible. I mean, you have a shirt. I still wear the bracelet,
Yeah,
so it's like you see him everywhere. I saw Joe Hines, the commissioner, the other night, and he had his bracelet on. So we all do that. You wear his number now. I noticed. I didn't even notice that until I saw your homecoming. I saw your homecoming picture on social media. I'm like, oh, he's got Micah's number on now.
It's a tough jersey to get on, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
What? Tell us. I mean, my brother and I have a weird relationship in that
You have a brother?
Yeah.
No.
It's one of those things where we're probably no one can be crueler to one another than the two brothers. But God forbid someone else say something about my brother, and it's just not. It's not going to happen. So can you talk a little bit about the bond you have with Micah and what made him special as a brother?
He was just. I mean, when we were younger, we didn't get along as much, but it was tough love, older brother stuff. But he was just. He never hesitated to include me with all his friends, and he just made me feel like it was less of a brother relationship and more of a best friend relationship.
When you get that news, when you get that call, I mean, it has to be surreal. Like, what?
Yeah.
Can you take us back to that day?
It was just, I don't know, it's your worst nightmare. Nothing you ever want to hear.
Right.
So on a brighter note, because Paul's down in Dumpster.
Well, I mean, listen, let's face it. Micah was beyond the East Lake community because of the youth football, or excuse me, youth baseball. And I think a little bit due to the PPR, he was a pretty beloved cat throughout the county. And so a lot of people are, I don't mean to be morbid, but a lot of people want to know how you're doing. And I guess we're all just a phone call away from some sort of tragedy. And I'm just curious, how does one deal with it? Because I don't know how I'd take that call. I think I'd freeze up.
I just like to keep everyone close, make sure that I'm not taking anyone for granted and treating everyone with as much respect and kindness as I can, because you never know.
And you guys have, speaking of that, I saw you have a home run derby long ball competition coming on for the LM
Yeah.
Foundation. That's in November 6th at Eastlake.
I believe so. Yeah, November 6th.
Are you participating in that?
I'm not participating, but I'll be there. I don't know how well I do, but yeah, I'll be there for sure.
And what are the proceeds about? Where does the money go?
So it's we're gonna be doing every year we're gonna be picking someone who represents Micah to us and reminds us of him and his qualities, and we're gonna give them undetermined amount for their tuition for 2 students a year.
What a cool idea.
Yeah.
And is the family going to decide? Are you going to pick kids in the South Bay? Is this a countywide thing?
I think it'll be South Bay schools, and I'm pretty sure it'll be us deciding. I'm not sure yet though.
Wow,
Still kind of in the motions.
Because there's 2 ways. All right, I'm old. I'm 62 years old, and I wish I could say Micah was the only tragedy in my life. But I've done this story before, unfortunately, many times before, and I've witnessed 2 things, young man. I've witnessed families that implode because of a death of a family member, and I've witnessed families like yourself where they take this tragedy and they turn it into something positive. And I think I applaud you and your mom and dad and everybody involved, because wow, that's a real cool thing. Have you already determined who the people are for this inaugural year?
Not yet.
Okay.
I think in January we will be.
And is this all ages can go to this, or is this just high school kids can actually participate in the
all
long
ages.
ball?
I'm pretty sure it's all ages.
You got a senior division?
Yeah.
I don't want to say nothing, but listen, we're playing the Phillies. 1980, I won the Philadelphia Phillies home run derby championship for 8th graders.
You could hit a baseball?
I could then. I'm not saying now.
Could you think?
Well, it all depends. Hold on. Are you guys using a pitching machine or are you using a live pitcher?
Your own pitcher.
Oh, it's your own pitcher. You pick your own pitcher.
Oh, so like the home run derby?
Yes.
Yeah, like the actual home run derby.
You want to pitch for me?
I'd be afraid that you'd let go of the bat and clock me.
I'm going to say it's been a while. But it's been
All
a
right,
while.
so where are you guys now in the season? You're what's your record right now?
2-6.
So
And
compared to Eastlake years of past, this has got to be a real long year, is it not?
It's been a long year for sure, but we're still working hard and we're still trying to get there.
So on a side though, because I brought up Poway earlier. You're in Division I, so you're going to go to the playoffs. You have Otay and then Mater Dei, right?
Yeah.
So you got to feel a little better about that. Knowing that Poway's the top team in Division I right now, or one of the top teams if they're not in opening, and you guys just
I'd say we've played some tough teams, and that kind of boosts our confidence a little. Poway's doing super well, and we had a good game against them. So.
And what do you look forward to most on the schedule? Otay, because I know you know everybody at Otay, you know everybody at Mater Dei. Which one's a bigger game for you?
Yeah, who's your rivalry in your view?
I'm more excited for the Mater Dei game. I have a lot of buddies on that team, and it's always a fun game. So yeah, I'm definitely excited for that one.
And we talked about that earlier. It's like Eastlake always had everybody always had a rivalry, and then you get somebody like yourself, and on your youth team from 5th to 8th grade. You've played with every star, every player in the county pretty much, and they're all at different schools. Is there rivalries anymore for Eastlake? It used to always be Otay, then Mater Dei became good, it became them a little bit. But do you guys have a rivalry, or sometimes the Olympian?
No, yeah, I'd say our rivalry is Bonita, the boot.
Yeah,
and
I was going to
everything.
say, it's always been Bonita, hasn't it?
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, last time Bonita beat you guys.
Yeah, it's been. They're down now, right? We're down for a long time.
Yeah, Bonita's always the boot is just I'd say that was my most anticipated game before.
Really?
Yeah, I was super excited for that game.
Because your dad works there?
A little bit of that, a little bit of just it's just fun playing Bonita. The boot is always just a fun matchup.
So when you guys play you're playing the boot. Your dad works at Bonita. Your mom works at Eastlake. You go to Eastlake. Who does your dad cheer for in that game? Did you ask?
I think that's classified. I don't think I even know that.
Who he cheers for? I got to ask him that.
Well, I
Who do you
gotta
cheer
think
for?
he cheers for his young man at least. Well, I'd just be curious what sideline he stands on.
Ah, all right. What sideline was he on? Well, he had to be there for homecoming court, so that doesn't count. He got to build an excuse.
He was kind of in the middle. He was standing in the end zone.
All right, so what are your aspirations beyond high school? Do you want to continue your athletic career?
It depends. I'm not too sure as of right now, but definitely want to attend college. If I go the academic route, I'll probably be attending state. And if not, if I decide I want to keep playing football, decide I wasn't satisfied, then I'll probably go to a JUCO, maybe Mesa.
So you haven't made that decision yet. Do you want to keep playing football, or have you had enough collisions in your life?
It's a tough one because I love football, obviously, but I just don't know if I could do 4 more years.
You know, you brought up an interesting point that another point I kind of wanted to bring up. You and your family are South Bay royalty. You're about as South Bay as you come. And when you said JC, you said Mesa, not Southwestern College. Why is that?
Ooh,
I mean, a lot of people are doing that, not just you. I'm hearing that a lot lately. I'm just wondering why.
I probably said that because of the trend. A lot of East Lake kids went there this coming year, so it'd be fun to play with them again. So that'd be cool.
Why do you think that is, Paul?
Why would I think that is? I'm thinking.
It is a trend now. I see it all over social.
Could it be COVID policy related? Far as didn't Southwest shut down? Southwestern College shut down in a big way, and
I think they all did. Yeah.
Maybe
but you might be right. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I have a question for him.
Sure, I'm just speculating there. I have no idea.
Keeks, we do this with everybody. It's that time of year.
Coach Carberry retiring?
Yes. I need your expert opinion on something. So you right now, just say you're on our PPR panel, and we have to pick 5 people for the podium in San Diego County for the prestigious Silver Pigskin Award. Give me your 5.
Who are the best 5 players?
No particular order, just 5.
Ooh. No particular order, no particular position.
No.
Nope. And you
Who are
can't
the
pick
5
yourself.
best players in the county? You can't pick. You can't pick somebody
on your team or yourself.
Well, I'll spot you one because everyone's getting. It's got to be the Lincoln running back. Robinson's going to be. He's going to be on the podium.
Rod's definitely on there.
Yeah.
Who else?
Shoot, that's tough.
Is anybody from Mater Dei on there?
Yeah, who'd you pick from Mater Dei if you'd only have one?
If I had to pick one from Mater Dei, I'd probably pick Trey.
Okay, Trey.
He's a good player. He's been consistently good all his years.
You ever seen Julian Sayin at Carlsbad?
Yeah, I was about to say Julian Sayin. He's a dog. He's a 5-star, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'd definitely pick him up there.
You mentioned Rath. Is he on there?
Yeah, would you put Connor on there?
I don't know. I feel like I'd have to look at stats a little more, but I don't know. He's. I see a lot of his highlights on your guys' Instagram, so
we all do.
I'd probably end up putting him on there. Powey's doing really good too, and he's a big aspect on that team. Lastly, shoot, I need to throw a wide receiver on there, don't I?
No, you don't have to do anything. It's not. We're looking for the 5 best players, and we're going to be making that announcement a week from Friday, or we're going to be naming the fan votes. So in a couple weeks, we'll be going to people's homes, informing them.
Already?
Yeah. We have to award it on the 29th.
All right.
So we have to get votes out. And man, I'm telling you, every year we think we have a handle on it, and it's tough. And there's always the call that's hardest to make is when you tell someone they didn't make the podium.
Ooh,
it's heartbreaking.
I don't even think I could name the last player. So top 4: Rod, Trey, Sayin, and Rath.
Well, we got that far. So you didn't.
But you're right. So we do this all year, and we did it before the season, and I named 6 that I would have guaranteed are on there, and 3 or 4 aren't even on there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. A lot of folks say Trey didn't play enough. I mean, he's certainly not having the senior year that he had as a junior. A lot of people that are going to be making the decision here at KUSI.
Jax is hurt. Jax Leatherwood.
Yeah, so Jax was going to be there. He's not there. So I'll tell you who's getting votes from our group are Givens, Cooper from U City is getting votes. Dom is getting votes.
Nanko?
Yeah. But there is no consensus. It's going to be another brutal night here. Man, I'm not looking forward to that.
No. I still want to go back to the home run long ball championship.
Okay, well,
I want you to, if we were to enter, all right, and I'll win the senior category, no question. Would you pitch for me or no?
Absolutely.
Is the softball underhand? Is it slow pitch, or you got to throw it like a baseball?
I think it might be slow pitch.
Oh.
I think it's just I think it's however you want to get it.
All right.
But we're hitting baseballs or are we hitting softballs?
In our division, softball.
Baseballs.
Baseballs.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the batting cage and just see what I got left. I'm just saying.
Wait, there's a cage there, right? So I'm not going to get drilled?
I would, yeah,
okay.
Most definitely.
I hit long balls. You're not going to get hit. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, if
You
anyone
should make that a segment, Bert. Go to the batting cage.
I'm going to go down there and check
Hey,
it out.
academically, what interests you? What subjects?
I was thinking about doing some business in college, but other than that, I mean, I'm kind of just everywhere. I just do my schoolwork, get it done. You know, I've always been a math guy though. If I had to single one out.
Interesting. So 5 years from now, let's assume you're not playing football. Where do you project your life? If you had to look at the yellow brick road, tell us where you're going to end up.
I would say my dream job is to be a sports agent. That would be really cool. Just like, I mean, they make bank and it's just a cool job. You get to be around athletes and everything. So if I could choose my future, it would be a sports agent.
Very cool.
Are you going to play baseball this year or no?
I'm not. I'm thinking about playing lacrosse actually.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Now hold it. Hold. Do you have lacrosse in your background?
I don't, but
You're going to go out there cold?
I have football in my background.
Well, I know you're not shy of contact. I know that, but is lacrosse one of those sports you can just pick up?
I have a bunch of lacrosse buddies that have been convincing me, and they take me out sometimes, and we'll throw the ball around and stuff. And I don't know, I got the hang of it pretty easily.
So you're just going to be like an enforcer, just go out there clocking people.
Yeah, exactly. Just clock people all day.
Like the Flyers, the old days. That's hockey, but still.
Well, we're getting closer to wrapping this up, and I want to bring it back to family. Can you talk about the importance of family in your life, especially in enduring what you've endured?
I mean, family's always been everything. Family's always first. And it's just, I try to keep them as close as I can. All of my family, I have family everywhere, so yeah, it's everything.
Did you ever think, I'm going one more time, because I know your uncle, Lance Christian, used to be at Otay Ranch. Was there ever a thought of you going to Otay Ranch?
No.
Not in the least bit?
Nope, not in the least bit. Always been East Lake. I used to get threatened to go to Bonita, but it was always East Lake.
Well, how does it work? Don't where you live, doesn't that decide where you, or is it no longer like that?
I think ninth grade you can pick wherever you want, right? Like if you wanted to come out of middle school, you could have went to Bonita or Otay to start, right? Yeah, you can go there.
Yeah.
It's just after that you can't leave. Then
all right.
But if your uncle's the head coach there, you know, you might think about going there.
Well, young man, we always let you wrap this up with allowing you to say, give a message to kids coming behind you. When you're around youth kids or younger underclassmen, what's your word of advice to them?
It's always just make it worth the while and make it as fun as it possibly can be. Don't stress about it too much and just have fun, honestly. Just have fun.
All right. Thank you for your time, King.
Yes, sir.
Well,
thank you, guys.
It's an honor to wear this shirt, and I appreciate you making time for us. We kept you a few minutes longer than we normally do, so.
All good.
All right, get back to school, and we'll talk to you later. We'll post this at some point today at Raw. I'll pick a few clips that will run on Thursday's Good Morning San Diego, and then we'll run some bits on the PPR, pre-PR and PPR on Friday, okay?
Cool. Thank you, guys.
All right, PPR
Thank you,
Podcast 64 has now concluded.